Welcome back to Newsbeat. I'm Brooke Smith, and I'm joined by Student Body President Stone Cox for a check-in on his administration's progress during this unusual semester. So thank you so much for coming on the show today.
No, thanks for having me, Brooke. I'm really excited to be here.
Okay. Students have heard that there is a possibility that spring break could be canceled next semester. So what is your knowledge on the proposed changes?
So I received a updated calendar from the Provost's office that planned on giving us Mardi Gras break, Martin Luther King Day, and Good Friday off. I then responded and told her that, I didn't feel like that would be good for the students' mental health. And so, we've kind of been working on some new updates, and I think that we're going to have 5 days off instead of the proposed 3. So I'm very excited about that potentially, and so that should be announced shortly.
Okay. And after school went online in the spring, classes were offered with a pass no credit option. Could students expect to see that implemented this semester?
If I was a student, I wouldn't be relying on pass no credit this semester. I've instructed my director of academics to work with the provost's office and faculty senate on potentially moving the drop date back to the end of the semester, but I would not count on pass no credit being an option this fall.
Okay, and you've also expressed interest in moving the university to phase 3 in exchange for mandatory COVID-19 testing to increase gathering capacity. What does the timeline look like for that to be put in place?
I think that we could come out with a plan for this within the next 2 weeks, but I definitely think before the semester we should have something in place.
Okay, and how do you plan to regulate and enforce mandatory testing when students can currently get by without filling out their daily symptom checker?
So that's something we're currently working on with LSU's administration. Some schools have done it to where if you haven't gotten your COVID test, you can't come to, you can't access academic buildings. But we're looking at maybe potential options of if you're going to go to a phase 3 type of event, so an event with over 50 people, then you have to be able to prove that you've gotten a COVID test within a certain period of time. So I think it could look something similar to that.
Okay. And the spring 2021 course offerings list came out, and most classes are still listed as 100% online. Is that subject to change with a potential move to phase 3?
I think that's absolutely subject to change, whether we go to phase 3 or not, whether the state moves into phase 4 or stays into phase 3 as they currently are. I think all of that's subject to change. A lot of my classes changed back and forth over the summer, and so I would, and I think the administrators want to wait as long as possible so that they can have as many classes in person as possible.
Okay, well that was our last question. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.